What if all the words you say today are creating your future? Months from now, years from now, the life you have, the job you have, where you live, your career, your business, and your relationships. All of those were being influenced by every single word you say today. Now, that might sound crazy, but imagine this. You've probably seen people who win in relationships, in business, in their career, and you might think that you have more skill than them, but somehow some people become manager, director, they become the president, they date the girl, they date the guy, they form friendships, partnerships. And this is all despite not maybe having the best skill. Why is it that this happens? And it's not just your job, your relationships, your business, your career. It's everything. From nothingness, everything we know began, whether the introduction of light into this universe or the rise of man as the species on this earth. And even amongst men, the power of words, communication, the ability to speak sets people apart, some to great success, some to obscurity. One man enters a room, stands in front of a group of people, and commands respect. Another flounders. Around this world, if you look clearly, you see leaders rise to positions of power on the strength of their words and ability to speak. They are magnetic and it can't fully be explained. It's science, it's alchemy, it's magic, it's the power to impact people on a colossal scale, to influence history, to make people buy, to make people fall in love. And even as you listen to these words, you might remember times in your own life where you won because of this skill, where you benefited because of it, or you lost. For some, it is the greatest tool or weapon ever. For others, its lack is detrimental to their dreams. And the truth is, we should all have this skill, the ability to speak with power and bring possibilities into this life. Instead, we are regressing, unable to think clearly, unable to express ourselves persuasively, and generally lacking in charisma. So in this video, what follows are my views on the 4 elements sending us back into darkness, why this generation cannot express itself persuasively. Enjoy. The number one thing that has destroyed people's ability to speak eloquently, persuasively, is the internet. Thanks to the internet, everyone is suddenly a gangster. People are speaking in slangs, in memes. I'm Gucci, taking L, I'm dead ass. And it's okay, I guess, when you're posting on Instagram. But the more you speak this way, the more it seeps into your real life and you start to speak the same way at work and with your friends and in situations where it just doesn't fit. Now, I'm obviously a creator, so I cannot slag the internet. It's a beautiful thing. It allows you to travel, to create these videos and share your thoughts with the world, and even to build a business. So it all comes down to how you use it. What are you consuming online? Are you just watching short form content videos that don't add any value to your life, where your vocabulary, your ability to speak is being decreased? Or do you actually watch videos where you can learn from people about communication skills, about body language, about life, and how to succeed? That's what makes the difference on the internet. The second thing that destroys people's ability to speak is their friend groups, their networks, their circles that they move in. Now, I have many friends from London and they say things like, I'm going gym, or I'm going to Italy. And they know it is actually, I'm going to the gym, or I'm going to Italy. And that's okay when you're speaking with your friends. But the problem is these things become habits. And when you're trying to speak professionally, it comes out again. Language is a virus, And if you hear people speak incorrectly enough times, you will actually start to speak like them as well. So I don't correct them because I understand you speak in accordance with the circles that you're in, but I don't want it to stick in my mind. And so inside, mentally, I say the right thing. For example, when someone says, I'm going post office, I will correct in my head, I'm going to the post office. And that might seem like I'm a snob, but it's what I do to protect my own thinking and my own ability to speak. Now, here's a story for you. A few years ago, I started to do something a bit crazy. I would leave my apartment every single day. I would go out in public to outdoor restaurants, to the park, to squares, and I would go up to groups of people in 5s, in 10s, 20s, however big they were. Introduce myself and ask for one random word in English. And then I had to give an unplanned speech on that word immediately. And I would do this every single day for months. Every single day, whether it was raining, hot, cold, whether I was hungry, I would go out and I would find 10 groups of strangers and give them speeches. And the reason I did this is because confidence is vital when it comes to communication. You can have all the words, you can know all the words, you can have the best vocabulary, but if you don't have the confidence to stand in front of a group of people, at work, in a meeting, at a presentation, when you're pitching investors, whatever the situation is, nobody will believe in you. You're not going to be persuasive. You're not going to be effective if you don't have that confidence. Now, that story I just shared might sound a bit crazy to you. Going out there constantly, putting myself in these uncomfortable situations. But here's the other side to that story. So every time I would do these speeches, I would film them and I started to post them on social media. And just as it was uncomfortable to go out and speak to groups of people, it was uncomfortable to post as well. But doing this ended up growing my account from 0 to 200,000 followers on social media. And aside from this, there are all the connections I formed, all the friends I made, all the important partnerships that came as a result of me going out there and speaking to people, however fearful I was, however uncomfortable it felt. So it's something I recommend, and there's definitely great benefits on the other side of pushing yourself through fear. The last big problem is no training. No training, no activities that improve your ability to communicate persuasively, eloquently. It's a bit like trying to build muscle, trying to get fit, and you never lift weights, you never do any exercise, you don't go to the gym. There's almost no way it's going to happen. There's no way you're going to build muscle if you don't actually have a routine to improve your physique. It's not going to happen. It's the same with your communication skills. We speak every day, but it's not the same as actually taking action to improve your skill. And so for me, from a young age, I was going to speaking clubs. I was taking part in debates, reading, practicing, writing speeches, writing music, writing songs, all different types of actions that helped me to build my confidence and my ability to speak. So you need to have a plan. You need to have some action you're taking to improve your speaking skills. By the way, if you're watching this and you are serious about advancing your communication skills, speaking powerfully, eloquently, charismatically, I have a free training for you. It's called Fearless in 5. You will see it linked below this video. Sign up and you will get my advice on how you can advance your speaking skills inside. At this point in this video, I have 2 questions for you. The first one is this: are the words you speak, the way you communicate, the way you come across in front of people, are these things improving your life or keeping you stuck, keeping you where you are? And the second is this: what is your plan to improve? What is your plan to advance your communication skills, your charisma, your confidence? Because so far in this video, I hope I've persuaded you as to the fact that months from now, years from now, the life you live, the career you have, the job you have will be influenced by the words you speak and the actions you take today. And so I hope that in the future, there are great relationships waiting for you, great partnerships. I hope that you are speaking with confidence. I hope that you are a leader standing in front of people, in front of groups, persuading them, moving them forward, achieving things with your words, with your influence, with your action. But all of that starts today. And so I will either see you in the free training, Fearless in 5, or I will see you in the next video. But either way, be fearless and take action. Yes. Good. Fantastic.